Hi, BiFFs.
Hey, Beth.
Dear Abby.
Dear Kiki.
Captain.
Red flag. Desperate housewife.
Pinot Grigio.
Doesn't want to marry
Loser
you.
power.
Love you like I
One
love
more
you.
wine.
Drinking. Don't talk to yourself.
Cheers, Biff.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ill-advised.
Ill-advised. This is ill-advised.
What are you waiting for?
For your excuse for why you've never made me Asian food in 20
I've
years.
never made me Asian food in 20 years of our friendship.
Okay, well, whose fault is that?
Food Network.
Yours. You were watching the wrong channels.
Apparently. I need to go to like asiancooking.com and start watching those. Is that a thing?
Duh.
Duh.
Do, 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 do.
Hi, BiFFs. Whatever.
Welcome to Ill-Advised.
The podcast where two best friends gripe about over who's going to make the other one Asian food.
And not your Beth.
And not your local Jade too.
Oh, please don't.
There's
Add
always a
chicken
Jade
in
too. You're such an asshole. Guys, welcome so much.
Welcome to Ill-Advised.
Welcome so much.
Welcome so much. Welcome.
We realized that
Welcome back.
we need to sing that more often.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. You guys are looking great today, by the way. Biff, any comments on what they're wearing?
I love the faded tan lines still.
Right? Isn't that great? Like that fucking
Like, I'm
banana
back to
hammock
white,
line.
But then when I take my pants off, it's like, oh, I still have a tan line?
I know.
I was super white.
I do the same thing. Like I really have to shave certain areas. I got to trim them a little bit so you can still see that white Speedo I'm wearing. But other than that, like it's all good.
What area is that?
All of that,
you
front,
trim?
back, 360, girl. This is a hairy ass body and I ain't happy about
This
it.
is a hairy ass, period.
Period. That's period with a T at the end and a period. Oh my God. How you doing? Guys, we didn't record an episode an hour ago or 30
and
minutes
had
ago.
2 picklebacks.
Oh my God. Listen,
I love me a pickleback.
you love you a pickleback.
I love me a pickleback. Anyone else love you a pickleback?
You
Email
gotta
us.
You're like a Forrest Gump character. I love me a pickleback. Janae. I love me a pickleback, Janae.
Janae,
Oh my God.
please make me a pickleback. Gumbo pickleback.
Gumbo.
We got small picklebacks. We got jumbo picklebacks.
We got gumbo pickleback.
We got zesty picklebacks.
Oh my God. Oh, that's the best
Guys,
in the whole
you
wide
love
world.
picklebacks too?
They're really
Message us.
great. If you don't know what a pickleback is, let's give some people some background because we didn't know until 15 years ago.
I was gonna say until when.
But we were amazed at the idea. I remember the first one I had one. The first time I had one.
The first one I had
Yeah,
one.
the first
which
time
was
I had
not
one.
today.
It was not today. We went to a bar in Providence.
That was our first pickle.
No, that was.
Biff.
Oh, actually, yes, you were with us.
We're talking about the drink pickleback?
You were with. Yes. No, you whore.
Oh, so the one my first time in P-Town.
15 years ago, I said Providence, not P-Town. You
that the same
asshole.
thing?
No.
People don't call Providence
Providence,
P-Town.
Rhode Island, Provincetown, P-Town.
Providence, Rhode Island, with the plethora of gay clubs.
Okay, well, we went to a straight club with my ex-boyfriend. A straight bar.
Which straight bar?
It was 15
there were
years
gay
ago.
bars. There were all the gay bars.
Okay, but
The
just
Dark
because there's a
Lady.
gay bar doesn't mean that there isn't a straight bar. Actually, we went. I don't remember what we went to, but we were with a
went
group
to
of friends.
all the gay ones.
Right,
That
this
was
is
the one
before
with
that.
Shorty.
This is before that. And I'm pretty sure you were with us. We went to go see somebody perform a play or a musical or something with my ex Nick's friends. This has to be clicking.
I may have physically been present,
Oh,
but I was not mentally
that was a part of your life where you were
present.
never mentally present.
Since the age of probably 12, I was not mentally present
So
until
I want to say that
found
was the
out
night.
I'm
I could be wrong.
2 years old. So
Right.
that's many years.
Many years. Many years.
Many years that I was not.
So I want to say that you were there And it was at a bar where we actually saw it on the menu and we were like, no, that's not a real thing. And we asked and they like vouched that this was like a really fucking, it was a good drink. It was a thing.
You recall this? Because never in my life.
Yeah, because they poured them out of squirt bottles, like clear, like those ketchup and mustard squirt bottles, but the clear ones.
Like a hibachi?
Yeah, like where they pour the sake out of to your mouth, like
When
the
it's
sake.
the little boy
Yeah, sure.
penis bottle, then it's
But it wasn't one of those, right?
This is pickle juice for real.
How did I not do that? How did I not? Fuck. But
Wow, this is a really great story. I'm glad you shared it with me.
Thanks for refreshing my not memory. But that was the first time we had one. And then we just started teaching people about it because it wasn't widespread knowledge.
Yeah.
There's
knowledge.
my Japanese
You're
knowledge.
about to be knowledge right now after one more drink.
No shit, right? So what it is a shot of whiskey and a shot of pickle juice. And you take the shot of whiskey and chase it immediately with the pickle juice and they like neutralize each other. So you've got this like hard
pickle juice.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe it.
Fucking heaven.
It's fucking heaven. I want one right now. We're all out of whiskey. We do this on purpose though.
We do.
We never have it, but we need to buy small amounts. Otherwise, we're not getting out of our chairs because we love them that much.
It's like our dirty martini.
Oh, dirty
shots.
martinis, period. I love a dirty martini.
Filthy.
Speaking of booze.
I know what to do.
You thirsty?
Hey girl, you thirsty?
Hey girl, you thirsty?
Fuck you. I was talking to the horse.
The horse?
Yeah, that was a movie.
Oh.
Hey girl, you hungry?
Oh.
Fuck you, N-word. Then he turns around real quick and says, I was talking to the horse.
What movie?
I don't remember.
Great.
I'm going to have to look it up. I feel like it was like one of the How High movies.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you.
Well, you look that up while I explain that we've got another 19 crimes.
Yes.
For the second week
We're
in a
doing
row.
19 crime series.
Yes.
And it's kind of fitting because I just started I just ended my first week of forensic psychology.
Oh my God. And we haven't talked about that yet?
Well, I haven't. We've worked on competency to stand trial. That's not.
Nothing fun yet?
Yeah.
Meh. That's fine. This is a 2020 Cabernet Sauvignon. I love a good red. There's somebody on it. I don't know who it is. It's not Snoop, but it's a $10 bottle for all you who are looking for something. It's not Snoop.
Half-baked.
Half-baked.
That's the movie. Oh, how fitting.
How fitting. I really thought that's what you were calling.
That's perfect.
It's an Australian wine. 19 crimes turned convicts into colonists.
Was this the... Oh, no, it's not. Sorry. I'm not going to say it because...
Oh, because we're going to do it eventually. Yep. 19 crimes turned convicts into colonists. I'm sorry, colonists, not columnists. But
was that columnists with an N, Beth? Was that columnists or columnists?
That's columnists.
Is that two S's?
No. Oh my God. Colonists.
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 So it is with an N.
Yes.
And two S's.
Upon conviction, British rogues, sorry.
You want to know why the British don't pronounce T's?
Do it.
Because they drink it all. British. They drink all the tea. Do you understand me?
No one fucking spills it anymore.
They drink it all. There's nothing to spill.
Fucking boring society.
Melinda. Gulp, 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 gulp. That's the end of the conversation. Melinda, what?
Do you want me to tell you what Stephanie did yesterday? Gulp, 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 gulp.
Right.
I'm British. Sorry.
Done with the tea.
Hello, Chabna.
Cheers for now.
TTFN.
Exactly.
British rogues guilty of at least one of the
I love
19
that it's
crimes were
British.
sentenced to live in Australia rather than death. Oh,
What?
interesting.
That's a punishment.
That's a fucking gift.
Have you seen them Australian men?
Shit. I would lick
Good
their
day,
abs
mate.
for exercise.
They definitely pronounce their T's.
Yes.
But they also have
I'm a beaver.
ferocious creatures there.
Do they?
Yes.
Oh, you mean like animals?
Like
I
animals.
thought you meant men. I was so down.
I love ferocious
The
creatures.
animal.
Not the animals.
Right. Tomato.
Ferocious men.
Tomato.
Ferocious.
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 This punishment
There's
by...
no T in ferocious.
But there...
But there's 2 S's.
Oh my God. Those are the picklebacks at work, ladies and gentlemen.
Probably.
Probably. You're looking warm there.
Continue, governor.
I'm going to continue. Oh. This punishment by quote-unquote transportation began in 1788, and many of the lawless died at sea. For the rough hoon, H-E-W-N. I've never seen that word in my life.
H-E-W-N? Hoon?
Hoon, prisoners.
So rough hoon is 2 different words?
It's hyphenated.
Oh, rough.
Rough hoon.
Continue, I'll Google.
Thank you. Prisoners who made it to shore, a new world awaited. As pioneers in a frontier penal colony.
I want to go to a penal colony.
Yeah, I know you do. They forged a new country and saved lives brick by brick. This wine celebrates the rules they broke and the culture they made. Oh, it is them. Download our Living Wise Labels AR app. # talking bottles.
Aha.
It is them. That's great.
Okay, next
Bottle.
episode we will do that.
Talking bottles.
Yes.
Talking bottles.
Rough hewn.
Hewn.
Rough hewn.
Hewn. But of course you had, what are you, Australian or British? Which series?
Australian.
There's no teeth. in there.
Denoting wood or stone that has been cut with a tool such as an axe, so that its surface is not smooth.
Well, that makes sense.
Also, not sophisticated, polished, or elegant.
Us, we're rough hewn.
Denoting or possessing attractively strong or bony facial features.
Not rough hewn.
I don't have anything bony about me.
However, we are rough around the edges.
And attractive.
So hot.
Okay.
Want to
You've
touch
been
the hiney.
ill-advised.
Yep, exactly.
The not bony hiney.
Not the bony hiney. So
Yeah, not
let's
the bony one.
let's try
Unless
this
you're getting
Cab
a bone
Sauv.
in the hiney.
Oh, sure.
Biff.
Hey, all the power to everyone who's boning heinies and getting boned in the hiney.
Yeah, not me, but more power to you.
Make sure it's the right hole. Good nose.
I want cheese.
I
Makes
want
me
salami.
cheese real bad.
Oh my God. Oh, what a twist of events here. I'm actually surprised that I'm okay with it.
It ain't terrible. I just want cheese.
You just want cheese. Okay, to go with it. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't love it. But like if someone had it,
$10 cab.
I would drink it. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, just drink it. # just drink it. # you've been ill-advised. # but really just drink it.
Yeah. # Shorty bought these and I think kept all the bottles.
Did she? Let's
Yeah.
see if she has this one in her collection, shall we?
She probably will.
She probably
I
does.
want to know if Shorty has the
app,
she probably doesn't even know about that.
the Snoop and the Martha.
Yes. Together. If she understands that connection.
Oh my God. She probably wouldn't. Huh? What? What's insider
What the
trading?
fuck is this white lady?
I love
this fucking white
Martha's
bitch.
birthday decorations. She's real?
I thought this bitch was from Pinterest.
I thought this bitch was Pinterest.
Yeah. Hey, Shorty. Even though you don't listen.
Even though she don't listen.
Little short ass bitch.
Lest we jump in, shall we jump in?
Yeah, lest.
I thought we would go classic this week.
Ooh, I like.
Also, I didn't feel like really doing any research.
Fair enough.
Is that all right?
Fair enough.
Listen, I am on my last week of my professional gig before I move on to my next. And my give a fucks are out the window.
Bye.
Right? So I'm totally ready for changes, and that means not thinking.
Fucking love it.
Thank you so much. So we're going back to Dear Abby.
Yeah.
Yay! Our pioneer woman.
We love Abby.
We love Abby. This is from the Inquirer, and I decided to go back to 2010 because I really want to know what kinds of questions are being asked and how much our culture in our lifetime has changed.
Great.
Right?
Great. Love it.
This is from December 14th, 2010, from the Dear Abby at the Daily News. Dear Abby, I'm a 60-year-old man with 3 children. I'm in excellent health and have been happily married for 39 years.
Wow.
I have a woman friend at work who is 28. We talk a lot. I buy her chocolate once a week. I'm sorry, let me reread this. I think I read it wrong. I have a woman friend at work who is 28. We talk a lot, and I buy her chocolate once a week.
You didn't read that wrong.
No.
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 Should I read it again?
No.
No. Okay, good.
Got it.
I have never tried to see her outside of work and don't intend to.
Because she's...
But I like her very much.
You're 60.
Is there something wrong with me that I like her so much? I think about her constantly. She says it's no problem.
Oh,
she knows.
Okay.
I am so fond of her, it drives me crazy. I have no bad intentions toward her, and I'm not looking for an affair. She's just a sweet, sweet young lady. Is it normal to feel like this? Do you think I should try to forget about her? Blushing in 60 years old. Schaumburg, Illinois. Schaumburg, ill-advised.
Yeah, 60 years old.
Biff. He's very fond of her. He buys her chocolates here and there.
Thinks about her constantly.
But he doesn't want an affair with her.
So he's a creepy old uncle.
Or he's a dad.
Who thinks about his 30-year-old daughter constantly?
Worries about her, thinks about her.
I don't think that was the tone he was...
So, okay. Hear me out. I'm not defending anything, just for the record. Anything. I'm just saying, is it possible that it is that kind of fondness that he doesn't know how to place it, but maybe he thinks of her as a daughter and he feels like I should take care of you because you're somebody who's important to me?
No.
Okay, great.
I don't think he would go out of his way to write to a columnist for that type of thing.
Okay, fair. Very fair.
However, I think
Whomever.
it also was very fair that he asked the question, is this normal?
Mm-hmm.
And should I stop doing this?
And he's not hinting at anything being like my wife thinks it's weird or, you know what I mean? So.
Agreed. However, my radar went off when he said that the 28-year-old said it was fine, or that however it was worded.
She says it's no problem. I almost feel like she's like being polite, like, it's fine, sir. Like,
just keep buying me chocolate.
Yeah. I'm pretty.
And
Or
you're
not.
probably rich.
Or not. We don't even know what she looks like, but like that's a whole other story. I've never tried to see her outside of work and I don't intend to, but I like her very much. Is it possible to like a human just to like a human?
This is like innocent and also not.
This is hard for me because my parents.
You're 30 years older than her and have children.
My dad was 39. My mom was 18 when I was born. So for me, age is literally just a number.
Yes and no. Yes, especially
but he could have children her age.
Significantly different back then.
Yeah.
I think one of
back
my
when?
Back then, bruh.
What's then?
Back when you were born.
Wow. I'm only
35 years
ago. Take it back.
Like, I think one of my aunts and uncles are 20 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's even further back.
Yeah. What? My aunt and uncle didn't say my mom and dad. What the fuck? Yeah, this one stumps me because although it does kind of seem innocent, and they work together.
Mhm.
So it's somebody that he sees constantly, daily.
Mhm.
And it seems as though it's not like, he's not saying that like, oh my God, she's so fucking hot and I buy her chocolate once a week because whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it feels innocent enough, but
Mhm.
like, she's still 28 and you're 60.
Right. You know what my gut's saying?
What?
Chalk it up as a crush. We all have them. It's okay. But like, slow down on the chocolates because that's not okay. That's not normal. But if you guys are trading off on buying lunch for each other, then that's a friendship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do work together.
Yeah.
And you are together.
You're colleagues and you like each
almost-
other. So maybe it's a crush, but if you're not pursuing it that way because you have a devoted loyalty to your spouse and your children, then maybe that's all it is. It's just a crush. And
I think it is super normal to be attracted to other people
Yeah.
and to, especially people you
and
work
as you
with.
say
You're
that,
with
I'm
5
thinking
days
about
a
Colin
week.
telling me he's got a crush on someone and him accidentally falling on a bread knife.
To a 12-year-old. This man's 60.
I just mean in general
In
on
general,
a crush.
being
and-
attracted to people. Yeah,
Oh,
get
no,
it.
I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding.
Colin knows
I'm
that.
not kidding.
He's
I'm kidding.
actively moving all of his bread knives as we speak.
No, I'm kidding. No, I think it's normal to have a crush on people. Like, you can be enamored and whatnot, but like, it's really what you do with that.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
I mean,
That's what I mean. You still feel like the creepy, weird old uncle because you're fucking 60 years old and she's 28. But you're not. I want to say you're not really being a predator, but like, you buy her chocolate.
You're on the
every
border.
week.
You're on the border.
And you
You're
told
like-
her that you
you're
think
about to
about
be
her
on
constantly.
Dateline.
Like,
yeah,
you're right there.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so fond of her. It drives me crazy. Makes me really uncomfortable.
What makes me uncomfortable?
makes me
is the part
Lifetime
that he
movie
said
uncomfortable.
That to her.
Yeah. It
He
makes
said
me.
that to her. Like, that's crossing the line. You
I have-
feeling that way?
I have no bad intentions toward her, and I'm not looking for an affair. She's just a sweet young lady.
Right.
Sure.
Young.
Let's leave it there.
Like 28 years old when you're 60.
See, that still doesn't bother me.
Today,
It still doesn't bother me. I think it would bother me if he was 50 and she was 18. That would, yeah, barely legal. But it's not that. What bothers me is that he's committed with 3 children. He's at that stage in his life where she isn't. You know what I mean? By virtue, right? Like a 28-year-old isn't in that phase where she's trying to wind down in her life and find the nearest retirement home.
unless that retirement home is loaded.
Right. Then I'm going to pool.
Exactly.
You know it.
Exactly.
Just don't go when they're having your water aerobics. It ain't about that time. But yeah, the age doesn't so much bother me. To me, it's kind of moot. It's the circumstance. You're buying someone, I think to the outside world, like the age thing really makes it creepy. But if you remove age altogether, it's like, I'm buying my friend chocolates and I find her very nice and I really like her. I don't want to sleep with her.
we can't remove the age thing.
No, but we can't remove the age thing, but I'm saying like, to me, like I'm able to, and if anyone else had read this without the ages publicized in this, you know.
But that's like an important aspect, the ages.
Depends on who you are.
Think about it.
But I think to him, it's important for him to list it. So yes, I would agree with you based on the way that he presented
But
it.
I also have a daughter, and I'll fucking kill a 6-year-old man.
I'm waiting for my grandfather to show up from Brazil to fucking kick my dad's ass.
Like,
even though they're like 10 years apart or something. It's just
all right, goodbye.
okay. Answer.
Yes.
Oh, dear blushing, it has been my experience that the more a person tries to not think about something, the more he or she does. Please understand that you are in the throes of an old-fashioned crush. I feel good. Accept it for what it is. Enjoy it while it lasts. The intensity will lessen eventually. P.S. If you stop buying her chocolate and quit feeling so guilty, you will hasten the process. That's it.
Okay.
It's
Thanks,
a crush.
Abby.
Stop buying her shit. Get over it.
You're 60.
Yeah, I'm with Abby. Doesn't seem to have worried about the age either.
Yep.
It just felt like a crush to me. That's
Abby
it.
don't have a daughter.
I think.
And neither do you.
I think Abby does actually.
Abby is the daughter.
Abby is a daughter. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think that it's a crush and just move on. Get over it. Next one.
Yes.
Okay. Dear Abby, I'm a young mother in my early 20s and two young children and another
And
one
my
on the
baby
way.
daddy is 60 years old. Just kidding.
He is not. I don't think.
Let's hope.
I've been married to my high school sweetheart for 3 years. Aw. We've been together since we were young teenagers. Both of us come from single parent families, and our marriage has been less than perfect. I work a full-time swing shift. What's a swing shift? That I can change at any time?
Swing shift. I think that's like my brother works 13 hours on, 13 hours off.
Oh, with tours. Okay. I work in public.
Type of thing.
Okay, gotcha.
I think.
My husband works only a part-time swing shift job.
Now I'm lost.
Now I'm lost. I have asked him to take on another part-time job so we can be more comfortable financially, but he refuses. He says if I want more money in the household, I will have to get a second job.
What? You work a part-time job?
Part-time job.
Sherry fucking works full-time.
Hold on. There's one more paragraph. If it wasn't for our family's free babysitting, I don't know how we could afford childcare. We have no money in the bank and we are deep in debt. I feel overwhelmed with too much responsibility and don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Anonymous mother in North Carolina. Get him off his motherfucking ass. Biff, are you looking up swing shift?
Yes.
Anything?
You have to work outside normal business hours. While typical business hours might range from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., swing shift hours in that instance might range from 4 p.m. to midnight.
Okay.
So it's like...
Which explains why they need babysitting, right? If they're both working swing shift jobs. But, dude, just... I
really want to know how the husband,
yes,
how the husband had the balls to tell his wife, hashtag mother of his children, to get a fucking second job when she's working a full-time job and he's working part-time.
That's some horse shit.
I just would love to know that thought process.
Can I be a dick?
The husband, please do.
They're in North Carolina. Please send an email to you'vebeenilladvised@gmail.com if I'm wrong. However, the Carolinas are white man golfing city. They reign supreme.
So shouldn't that be the wife's at home taking care of all the kids while the husband's making the loot? Or
the husband's like, you do what I tell you to do. That's where my mindset was coming from, but yours makes more sense. Whatever. Dude, listen, I come from unconventional backgrounds. Okay. I don't fucking think that way.
Well, that's why I'm super curious the husband's.
In my house, the
Point of
woman
view.
reigned supreme, and we fucking ran when she said something.
Yeah.
We still do.
The woman also worked the full-time shifts.
In the
so-
part-time shift,
Right.
all together. And we didn't see her, so we had food on the table.
Right.
So there's that.
That's why I'm just like, I'd love to know this man's. You already have a full-time job. I have a part-time job. So you need to get a second job.
Right. What
How
sense
about
does
you,
that make?
get a full-time job or
Quit
to-
being a lazy ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, work 4 more hours.
literally,
Work 4 more hours.
or get 2 part-time jobs.
Well, that's what I mean, though. Like, work 4 more hours, get another part-time job, or look for a full-time job where you're working 8 hours.
Right.
In
And get off your
2010, maybe it
wife's
wasn't so
dick.
easy. I'm thinking about the economy at that time because I remember stupid shit. This was like a couple years after the crash, and the economy was kind of like doing a slow.
She has a full-time job.
Right, she held on to it maybe, but even still, like at least give it a shot. He's literally
Don't
just
be the
blatantly
asshole
being like,
with
no.
the right. Don't
you
be the
can't find
asshole
one,
with
it's
the
one thing.
part-time job telling your wife with a full-time job to go get another job.
So, what does she do? She doesn't know what to do about it.
Don't go get a fucking second job for the love of Jesus.
But how does she handle him?
Tell him he needs to get a full-time job and a second full-time job.
Oh,
Done.
yes. But as we both know, men.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to tell her to leave him. She ain't going to leave him.
She
She
ain't
would have
gonna leave him.
already. She would have already the second that he decided he was perfectly fine just doing a part-time job while she was working a full-time job.
Well, so my
And
other
then
thought
went
about it,
further to say, oh, get 2.
my thought about it was like they have free family babysitting for 4 hours, right? Because if she's working full time and he's working part time, in theory, they've got 4 hours while he's working and then he picks up the kids and comes back home. And it's still free because it's only 4 hours.
Or
As
it's
opposed
her
to-
mom who comes to the house and they're swing shifts. So it's presumably late.
Right. But what I'm saying is it's like it's free up to that point. Like that's what they're willing to contribute. And then after that, it's up to them. So are they saving money? Do they have to pay for another 4 hours from somebody else? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it is a swing shift. It could be anywhere between 4 and
So why is he the one that gets to go home after 4 hours while the kids are sleeping in bed?
honestly,
And his
maybe
wife's going to get the 2 jobs.
it could be something that they agreed upon. It could be, you know, the predisposition. Maybe she had this and he had that, and that's how it worked out. It could be a multitude of things, but we don't know enough information to even just come to that conclusion. But yeah,
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. But I still feel like he's not the one that gets to bark out orders.
no, he's not. He can go fuck himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his little part-time
My
job.
advice is tell him to go fuck himself
With his little part-time
and
job.
start reserving your money for you and your kids.
Ask your mom to sleep over. Tell her she can have your husband's side of the bed.
I was literally going there.
Yeah.
So, okay, perfect. I'm just going to go to the answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Dear Anonymous, start by telling your husband that with a 3rd child on the way. Oh, we forgot she was pregnant.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
Don't get me started.
No, forget it. We're just going to keep going.
Continue.
With a 3rd child on the way, you are in no position to take on another job, but he is. If he refuses, and he very well may, then you'll need to think seriously about your and your future children, or your children's future, sorry. Seriously about your and your future children's, I did it again.
We get
This
it.
dyslexia is hard,
We get
man.
it. You're in your children's
You
future.
and your children's future, and to what degree it includes him.
part-time.
Part-time. And please, until you are financially stable, hold off on having more children. Amen.
Fuck off.
Amen.
Fuck off.
I don't say fuck off.
I do.
Here's the deal. I get that things happen. Things happen. That's how it works. This is the world. people have kids with not planning to have kids and shit happens and whatever.
Okay.
However, if they were planning to have another one, knowing they were financially unstable, I am inclined to say that's irresponsible.
Maybe she didn't expect her husband to fucking do this.
Well, that would be a conversation prior to, don't you think? Hey, all right, fine, we'll have another one, but you have to take on a full-time job. Nope. All right, fine, my legs are closed.
Okay. So I, in no way, shape, or form, am going to put that on her.
No, I don't feel like she's putting it on her. I think she's putting it on them. Like, if you guys aren't financially stable, maybe you should have.
Okay, but the day that somebody tries to tell me something that I'm fucking very aware of, so why say that is my point.
Maybe you're right.
She didn't write in and say, like, I really want to have another baby, but this is the situation we're in.
Tell
She
him
said,
no, blah, blah,
I'm
blah,
already
et cetera,
fucking
et cetera.
pregnant, so
Right, that
now
would be an
what?
easier answer for us.
And people telling her, like, oh, well, you know, next time just wait till you're better financially wise to have a kid. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. It wasn't necessary. So next one.
Sure.
Okay. Dear Abby, my girlfriend is Jewish. I am not. Her mother recently found out that I am not circumcised.
Oh.
She's been putting pressure on me to get snipped. Circumcision at my age would hurt a lot. I am not sure what I should do. What do you suggest? Doesn't like pain.
So the girlfriend?
The mother.
Right, the girlfriend's mother.
Right. Yes.
Wants the boyfriend to get circumcised. Did it say their age?
Mm-mm.
Either way, you're not a newborn baby, so I can only imagine. I mean, I don't. Biff, you have something to say?
I did it at 14.
Would you have preferred to have it have been done while you were a newborn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Of course. There was always some sort of pain associated with any surgical procedure.
Right.
Whether it's day surgery for an hour or, you know, your billion-hour surgery.
So when you got it done at 14, was that on your own accord? Like, was that something like you wanted, or was it like, okay.
Yep.
At 14, really?
At 14. Yep.
Can I ask why? Or is that like, oh.
I just wanted it. You know what it was is, this goes way back to like,
feels super young to like,
it goes back to being like afraid to come out, afraid to be gay, but also hearing and learning that being uncut was unclean and more susceptible to holding in viruses and diseases. And so if I ever decided to act on my homosexuality, quote unquote, my homosexuality, then that I would just be inviting disease, etc. Also, they looked prettier on porn.
That was really your 14-year-old mindset?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't know that was something that your parents elected. So I asked my doctor about it.
Without your mom.
Well, my doctor brought it to my mom's attention.
Right, but prior to.
Yep. So I was like, why am I not circumcised? And the doctor's like, well, your parents didn't choose to. And I was like, wait, hold on. This is on those motherfuckers? Like,
right.
You know, I was like 13 or 14 when I had that conversation. But then, excuse me, I remember having that conversation with the doctor and my mom. And I mean, the doctor spun it so that surgery and so that insurance covered it. So it wasn't cosmetic, but I think, I don't know, I'm shrugging. I have no idea. But it was probably less than a year or a year later than it actually happened.
So was it cultural for your mom to not make that decision while you were
I want to say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's not very common that I'm sorry, let me not say that. The U.S. is one of the few countries that circumcises. The U.S., Israel, but it's really a cultural thing and a religious thing in some cases.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did your mom have any qualms when you brought it up at 13, 14?
I don't remember. I
And
do
you
remember
got
she
it
was like, your
done,
uncle's a
so-
doctor, let him look. I was like, no.
Because what 13-year-old
Let
boy?
him look to make sure it's okay. I said, no,
Right.
no. But that was pretty much it. He did not look.
So knowing.
But also, I'm not trying to say like, get it done. I'm just saying, bitch, you're afraid of nothing.
Yeah.
But we all have different tolerances for pain too.
I was going to say, if you know now, would you have done it again?
The experience that I had was very
Like routine
mild.
surgery type?
Routine surgery, in
Stuff.
and out, no complications. I was in. It took me longer to wait to get in the operating room. Excuse me. It might have even taken longer for me to get out of the general anesthesia, but a lot of places do local anesthesia right now, which doesn't sound pleasant because they have to literally inject your peen.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's the worst of it, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. No, yeah, I get it.
but that's just me saying like, okay, it's not as painful as you think, but also at 14, I had obviously a higher pain tolerance than you do. But I don't think you need to go out of your way to get circumcised for your girlfriend's mother.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But it is a Jewish thing. I'm not really sure what it is though. They have like whole ceremonies for a bris to circumcise their males.
Was Jesus circumcised? I should ask Dolly.
You should ask Dale. Yeah. She would know.
All my brothers are circumcised. I don't know if that's weird for me to know, but in my family, it's a thing.
Commonplace.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but my point for that is that my mom's also super religious, as you know.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that for my mom has anything to do with.
Well, Jesus was Jewish.
Well,
So
that's what I
maybe-
mean. I don't know if that because I'm assuming my dad had no qualms about it. Otherwise, I can't imagine my brothers would all have been circumcised. I have 4 brothers for you guys listening. So,
They should know by now.
but true.
But if this is your first time listening, shame on you.
So I'm curious what religious tie that has to.
I'm not really sure, but I know it's part of the Jewish faith. But
I'm really
also,
curious what that.
it's a girlfriend, right? So he's not marrying in. He hasn't proposed, as far as we know.
Yeah, but like even if he did,
well,
like,
here's the thing. It's very important in the Jewish faith that a Jewish person marry a Jewish person.
Right?
And I could understand maybe the argument on the mother's behalf, just the argument, not the reasoning, but the argument on her side, if they were engaged and they were getting married and he was converting for her.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't even seem like the case.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Like in order to become Jewish, you
need to be circumcised. Right. And even back in the day, the military, if you were not circumcised in the US, they would send you to get circumcised. Yeah.
Oh.
So there's a lot to fucking gauge here. So are you looking up the bris?
I'm just trying to find why like it's so important to them.
Yeah, I don't really know. I guess I've never just been curious enough to ask, to be honest with you.
20 facts about Jewish circumcision.
Go on. Do we need to read all 20?
God commanded Abraham to circumcise himself.
Oh,
When Abraham
self-mutilation.
was 99 years old.
Oh,
Okay, so when he was 99 years old, God appeared to him and instructed him to circumcise himself and all of the male members of his household, including his 13-year-old son. After the circumcision, God sent angels to inform Abraham that his wife Sarah would give birth to Isaac, the long-awaited heir to Abraham's tradition.
Wow. So why?
There is no female circumcision in Judaism.
Excellent. I guess why do it in front of everyone?
Guess.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I didn't know that. That's
It's like it's a celebration.
So it's like a baptism, but
it's like a dick
of,
guillotine for the public.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jews have risked their lives to circumcise their sons.
Oh. That's nice.
I didn't know that this was this big of a thing.
You didn't?
No,
I thought that was like a common knowledge thing.
I had no clue. So, like, circumcising your kid, like, if I ever had a son, I would probably have him circumcised at birth because
that's just
a thing.
There's
But
also a movement too to stop circumcising your kids. It's mutilation. There are some people who actually have pain because of a circumcision when they have an erection or in general. Some people argue that their dicks would be bigger if they didn't have a circumcision because it constrains the growth of the penis, and which contributes to pain.
Right.
Right. Like there's literally a whole move. I went to Pride with Wyatt in 2018, I think. And we marched in the parade, and that was one of the things that people were picketing, like stop circumcision. It is mutilation of the male body, et cetera, et cetera.
So if you had a son right now, would you have him circumcised? I won't ask if Wyatt is because he's old enough to.
Right. No, because I know more now. I know more now, and it's not important.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then if he grew up and was 14 and said, Dad, I want to get circumcised.
It's your body, your decision. Yeah, it would be like me telling my daughter, like, no, you can't go on birth control, or you're pregnant. No, you can't get an abortion, or your body, your choice.
Well, yeah, no.
I don't want to liken the circumstances. You know what I mean? Like they're very different.
No, I follow what you're saying.
I think that your body, your choice, this is important, and this isn't hurting anyone. Is basically what I get at the end of the day. But also my situation, my mom let me take care of my body. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was my body, my choice, and she acknowledged that. I don't really remember any argument over it.
She
to be honest with you.
Kind of was like, okay, that's what you want.
Yeah. Which isn't my mom.
That's true.
She's like, I'm nervous. It's dick. Answer?
Yeah.
Or do you have anything to contribute in terms of advice?
I'm not seeing the huge importance as to why, but I did notice what you were talking about. This says circumcision is part of the conversion process. So that was a good point made by you. That it's
you have to be circumcised to convert.
Or wanting to get married, right?
And this is one of those societal things that where you have to make the decision as an individual. You know, is it important enough to you to be circumcised, to go through this pain, quote unquote, agony, etc., to be with the one that you love? Right?
Yeah.
You have to make that choice yourself. Like
yeah.
You can't. But right now, it doesn't seem like they're engaged.
Right.
It's a girlfriend.
Right.
Fuck off.
Also, it's the girlfriend's mom, not the girlfriend. I could see maybe I'll like, okay, maybe I'll think about it if the girlfriend was like, this is really important for me, or like.
Yeah, but in Jewish culture, the parent's opinion carries a lot of weight.
Well, clearly, if the mom feels fucking ballsy enough to no.
But also, like, talk to your girlfriend and be like, tell your mom to fuck off.
Right, like, why?
Like, you don't have a problem putting your tongue in there.
Yeah, you didn't have to talk to your mom about my anteater.
Clearly, she knows you guys are doing it.
Clearly.
you know?
Yeah. So, I mean,
I'm going in. You ready?
yeah.
Not the anteater, but Dear doesn't like pain. If you are seriously considering converting to Judaism, of course, then you should discuss your concerns with a rabbi. Oh. If not, it's time to inform your girlfriend's mother that there are certain subjects you feel are none of her beeswax, and that part of your anatomy is first on your list. Abby shares more than... Oh, that was it? That was it.
Oh.
The rest of it's descriptive.
Oh.
About Abby in the column.
So talk to a rabbi.
Talk to a rabbi. And tell your not future
Mom,
mother-in-law.
Get off my dick.
Get off my dick.
Get off my dick tip.
Oh my God. That's it.
All right.
Oh my God. That's funny shit.
Yeah.
But that's what people write about in 2010. Hope you guys were all entertained. I was really hoping for something a little bit more cultural. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so maybe the bris is cultural, but I don't think the religion has changed much in 12 years.
Probably not.
No. But I just mean like, in terms of like the American culture and things that we do, to kind of see like different aspects of it. Like, but maybe we need to go further back, maybe 2000, to see that shift.
Let's do it.
We've been living in this comfort for way too long.
Very true.
And we're so uncomfortable.
Very true. We outgrown this one also.
BiFFs. Send us your questions, comments, concerns, critiques, etc. You've been illadvisedthetpodcast.com or on Facebook and Instagram at
illadvisedthepodcast.
We totally missed this on the last podcast. Yep. But we needed to get off that last one.
Yep. Would love to know if you're circumcised.
and if you are,
what age?
Yes. If you remember when you got circumcised and your pain level on a scale of 0 to 1 to 10.
And if you have a son or are planning to have a son, what your thoughts are of your son being circumcised.
Also, I'd love to know about circumcised females. I know that's big on the Islamic culture. I think. I don't want to say I know. I'm sorry. I think that's big in Islamic culture. I want to know what that entails. I don't want to search it.
Is that the nipple one?
No.
One of them does a
I think it's the clitoral hood or the clitoris itself. I don't know which one it is.
Jesus.
I hope I'm wrong. Guys, please tell me I'm wrong. I'm not trying to be right or wrong here.
I don't want to look that up either.
I don't want to. I just want someone to tell me. Here's my thing. When I look up things like this, I delve in deeper and deeper and deeper, and then I'm depressed.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Especially like as long
Actually,
as
don't tell us. I don't want to know.
I get the sense of like, women are like the less in the culture in like now you have to wear a covering that covers your entire body, but we're also cutting off the only thing that could give you pleasure.
That gives you femininity. Yeah. Femininity. Did I say that?
You said that correct.
Femininity.
Yes.
It just doesn't feel right.
Too many N's for you, Biff?
I think it's the T I can't get right. Femininity. Am I saying the T?
Sounds right.
All right. I'm done with it.
All right.
Guys, you look so good in those tube socks. As I always say, those overalls are not Oshkosh, so maybe return them to your local savers.
Said anything about tube socks.
I haven't?
No.
I think I must have.
No.
That t-shirt is not too small for you. Who gives a flying fuck what people think?
Amen.
And Beth?
You've been ill-advised.